today. From Buffalo Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bills make their way out, led by their third-year quarterback from Wyoming. At 24 years of age, it's Josh Allen.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game.
Number 26.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 58 yards.
And partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
7-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown.
Allen's pass.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
First down. First and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
From the gun, it's Allen.
On the
He hits Beasley right side. And out of bounds right around the 20. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and...
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Operating from the gun, Allen. And that's incomplete.
Allen's pass.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And the result here, the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with third and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
13th play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Allen. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is DJ Reed returning. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now comes Russell Wilson in season number 9, 6-time Pro Bowler, as he gets set to lead this Seahawks offense.
Whenever you think about the Seattle Seahawks, one of the first things that pops to mind is how well they run the football and how much they like doing it. But you have to also look at how well Russell Wilson has played at the quarterback spot. Hasn't just been a game manager. Last year, over 4,100 yards passing, the second most in his career. 31 touchdown passes and took care of the ball as well because he threw just 5 interceptions. If you need to open things up, Russell Wilson can get it done. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Carson.
Wilson with the
numbers on the ground for Carson last week. 19 carries, 56 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 19-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
Draw play. This is Carson, and he'll get this down only to the 18.
Chris Carson
credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Made the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. They'll run for him with Hyde. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Seattle.
Carlos Hyde, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by a Carlos Hyde touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen.
A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen going deep for Diggs. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bills have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Bass on for the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Stand down at their own 25-yard line.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
On second down, it's Carson, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He finds his running back, Hyde.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On third down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Wilson's pass, intended for Greg Olsen, incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
25-yard line.
Here's Zach Moss, Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Year a season ago. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Operating from the gun, Allen. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for T.J. Yeldon.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Out comes Chris Carson in the Seattle offense.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
After throwing in on 2nd down, Wilson. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen.
Wilson's pass.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the delay, here's Carson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a 1st down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
The keeper. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 19-yard.
They run it with Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that 1st down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the 1st down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
6 brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, Allen, and he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Allen now on 1st down. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And again, it's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
A gain of 14 yards.
So that's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
Pass on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL here on this first day of November. We'll begin at Everbank Field, an AFC South matchup pitting Houston against Jacksonville. And it's the Jaguars who have the lead in the second quarter. Ryan Fitzpatrick, a touchdown pass in that first half. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it was Josh Allen who was on target in that first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down.
Receiving team.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On play action, Allen. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
1-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Allen going to throw. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Buffalo Bills. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run here with Moss. And the Bills are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
They'll look to run with Singletary. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Allen. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
The handoff to
7 yards there and a first down.
Down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 7. And the Seahawks 1st down.
Now it's Carson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Now Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
12 yards there and a first down.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Wilson will throw again. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Wilson. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Bills 17, Seahawks 7.
So here are the Bills to take over. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
1st and 10 at the 40.
On 1st down, Allen. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. And here's Allen on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox.
Complete to Dawson Knox. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 on the Seahawks 25-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 5. Allen to throw once more. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, Wilson. And caught left side, Olsen. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Wilson's pass complete.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
He'll find Metcalf.
Wilson.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14. And the Seahawks first down.
Throwing again here, Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
7 at the 23-yard line.
To throw again is Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. Yeah, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Oh, Charles, after that interception in the Super Bowl from the 1-yard line, I thought Pete Carroll would run it inside the 5 every time.
Sometimes I wonder if maybe Pete did want to run it inside the 5. But Russell Wilson, you know he's such a competitor that he doesn't want that interception to stand, that maybe he wanted to be in that spot and say, hold it a second, I can throw a touchdown pass. Instead, he's victimized again.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it. Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
On 1st down, Singletary.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
It's 3rd and 7.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And that one is incomplete. It stops the clock now with 15 seconds remaining. On 3rd down, Wilson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10. At their own 49-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Buffalo, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.